Now, this is the thing that is always striking my attention. Whenever I leave from having a conversation with somebody, let's say we're talking about basketball, we're talking about sports, we're talking about the Olympics, right? And I go home, I get on Instagram, I get on Twitter, and I see all of these ads, all of these infomercials, commercials about all things related to basketball or the Olympics. Social media is not as strong of a friend as we think. This is the dark psychology of social media. They're always listening. They are always attentive. It's like the friend who you can always come back to and y'all just pick up right where you left off. Like, almost like, how did you know I was going through this moment at this time? Because they were going through it. They were thinking it. The next step. Have you ever been on social media and let's say you just wake up. A lot of people, the first thing they do when they wake up is get on their phone. They scroll. So they start their day off by scrolling on social media, looking at other people's night befores, looking at other people's mornings, looking at other people's days before they start their own, before they even ask themselves, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Focus on your breath. Looking at your fingers, legs, being present in a moment in your bed, feeling the air from your vents hit you in the bed. Getting the crust out your eyes. You don't do that first. You turn over, sleep with your phone right next to you. Number one, bad. That's a no-no. Because the frequency and the vibration, that's why you wake up with a headache and your ears go, you hear that ring. That increases that sound and that distraction, that Sound of Metal. I love that movie. I haven't seen The Sound of Metal. Watch that movie. That is the depiction of social media, but in the movie, it's depicting music. So you wake up and let's say for the past 3 months, you have been going through a breakup. You ready for this? You've been going through a breakup. And so through that breakup, you were the one that got broken up with. Not cheated on, you got broken up with. So your self-esteem, self-confidence, you become confused, very lost because you thought y'all were in it to win it. The things that y'all were saying, conversations, it was very future-based. It was very progressive. And all of a sudden, it just an abrupt stopped. It abruptly stops. You don't know what happened, where to look to, who to call, where to go, because they was your best friend. You don't know what to do now. So you go on Twitter, and guess what you see? Because they're listening. They're paying attention to your feelings, emotions, your vibrations, your frequency, your mood swings, what you're eating, everything. DoorDash orders, everything. They pay attention to everything. And so you go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, you go on TikTok especially, and you see a lot of posts about threads. The threads kill me. You see a lot of threads on X, Twitter, about dealing with a breakup. How the hell did you know? Or you see this chick posting a video about her experience with getting broken up with, relationship of more than 5 years, let's just say. That wasn't in your algorithm before because you were happy. But then when it happens, so what are y'all gonna say? Those of y'all who are discrediting this, is it a coincidence? It's a coincidence. Is that what you're gonna say? Is that what you're leading to? Coincidence? Come on now. We're in 2024 and people are still believing in coincidences? Stop it. It's by design. Today, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, as I call him, Elon Fusk. Donald Trump and Elon Fusk was on a Twitter space with 1.5 million listeners. Talking about what exactly? It's a power move. That's all it is. It's a goddamn power move. Donald Trump just did a stream with a kid close to my age. who can't even really articulate himself nowhere near what? Social media, as they say, the mark of the beast, is always paying attention. Why do you think CBS, those of y'all who pay attention, watch the news, at the bottom right-hand corner, CBS, what's in the middle? The logo, an eye, dollar bill, flip on the back. It's the pyramid, top of the pyramid, it's an eye. Google, the two O's in the middle, those are two pupils. It's two pupils, man. MSNBC, the government, they have surveillance everywhere. Look at what we're doing right now. Look at what's happening right now. In my house, the comfort of my own crib, I have 3 monitors in front of me. I have 2 lights, a microphone, and a camera. You heard that, right? 3 monitors, microphone, camera, 2 lights. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? They are listening to every single thing, the way that I say it through this microphone. That's why those of y'all who have started a YouTube channel, a TikTok account, a Twitch account, you want to become a streamer because you see how much money it really pays, but you don't really think about and dissect the difficulty in which it entails to being a streamer. Who are you talking to? They are listening to it all. Streamers, YouTubers are the new ball players. Don't you get it? That's why they're paying these dudes upwards to 10, 50, 100, 200, $500 million contracts for podcasts in 2024. To stream in 2024. Who are you talking to? No, it's not rhetorical. Like, who are you talking to? Nobody is here. No other physical vessel that can assimilate what I'm saying here is here. But this microphone is reaching millions of hundreds of thousands of millions of people right now as I'm speaking. They're listening to the frequency in which I'm talking right now. Now, it's not to distract you. It's not to abort you away from your purpose, your mission, your statement. No. It's all about how you think about said topic. But I say all the time to any YouTuber, streamer, podcaster, reporter, any of that, you really have to pay attention and study tone, what you're saying and how you're saying it, especially to your audience, because they are watching. They are listening. They are consuming. They are writing down what you're saying. They're taking a lot of notes. Because, as you know, a lot of people now, they're coming out of it, but a lot of people now are taking what YouTubers and streamers say like the president. Like it's gold. You really have to be aware on what you say in these microphones. You do. There is a power with influence. There is a humongous, asinine power with influence. And if you are an intellect and you study tonality and you study frequencies and vibrations and how to manipulate it. Now, I know some of y'all don't like that word, but if you study the manipulation of these quotes and these sayings and these phrases, you will be granted millions of billions of dollars by being able to convey messages to other people that they're not even around you. They're not even around you. Y'all understand that? But yet, through this microphone, through my settings, through my setup, it is reaching people all across the world. What? What? That gotta make you lose sleep at night. That has to make you lose sleep. But back onto the main subject matter. The dark psychology of social media. The dark psychology behind social media is it is not for you to be raised by. It is for you to raise with. Social media is for you to rise with the people, your audience, and your supporters. Raise and rise with one another. Because then that creates the cat and mouse dynamic. The fan, which is freaky ass nigga. Fan, as I call it, freaky ass nigga. It's short for fandom. It's short for fanatic, fiend, right? And so you having fans, it's always going to be the streamer, the YouTuber, the podcaster, the celebrity, the star. The star is emanating bright over here. And the fans, the rats, the chasers will always be playing the game to see if they can catch the light. See if they can catch the star. That's why paparazzi is so annoying. Paparazzi, because their livelihood, their life, how do you make your living? How they make their living is chasing behind stars because they know they will never be one. They know they will never acquire that certain light, that certain power. They won't acquire that. Now that comes with self-limiting beliefs. Now, perception, is that real to you? Is that not? Do you hold that as truth, fact, or fiction, right? It's predicated on you and what you study. Because there's multiple different words that stem from the word believing. But that's another topic for another day. So, it is for you to raise and rise the people who support you. Because it is always bigger than you. Always have been, always will be. If this can bring you generational wealth, I mean, like, fuck you money. I'm just keeping it real. If this can bring you fuck you money by a personal brand, the least you can do, and this is being modest, the least you can do is rise the people that listened, supported, watched, and observed, consumed what you were saying over the years, over the span of time, more wealth and more success in their life. If that's what they acquire. But you let it be there. You put it there so anybody around the world at any given moment, 10 years from now, 5 months from now, 5 minutes from now, can consume it, can absorb it. And the energy and the vibration in which you put it out needs to be strong. Now that comes from shadow work and, your own mission statement, your purpose, right? You're breaking down astrologically and numerology, right? Breaking that down. So gets deep. And the etymology of your name. These social media programmers know that. They know that about you. That's the spooky part. They know what you are and what you possess and what you lack. That's the spooky part. They know who are the ones that will rise in 2028. They know the ones who will rise in the year 2024, which is the number of 8. Year 8. And 8 signifies money, power, karma, if you will. What goes up surely must come down. Look at the 8. It's a inverted infinity sign. these programmers, they are so aware of that, it doesn't make no sense. They know how to keep the media in a frenzy with specific topics that are in unison with the stars, with the moon sign, the retrograde, and the numbers, specific times. Are y'all with me? Because it's deep. It's a deep psychological trap. That's why a lot of younger kids get raised, not in frequency, they get raised like in age, but they decrease in age with social media. They look at these creators as their dad, or better yet, they look at these creators, these content copies, as I call them, they look at them as if they're way better than their dad. And their dad's a piece of shit, and he came from your nutsack. You came from his nutsack. Where y'all live, Vermont, New York, New Jersey, New Orleans, Michigan, Atlanta, Texas, Florida, Vegas, Wyoming, Idaho, California, Arizona, wherever y'all live, he has made and still is making so many sacrifices for you, and you online praising another man like he is your dad. Wow. Wow. Now that right there is called a disease. That right there is called a disease, y'all. And don't even get me started on the endless FOMO loop, the endless negative thought loop that you enter, right? So let's go back to setting your tone for your day, because I love talking about this. Setting the tone for your day. It is so important. You sleep with your phone. Look, I don't even have a TV in my house. I don't watch TV, Netflix, movies like that, nothing. If I'm watching a movie, it's right here, on here. And I'm doing most of my work here. So when am I really watching movies? Anyway, setting the tone for your day is important, because if you allow it, social media will do it for you. TikTok will do it for you. Instagram will do it for you. Facebook will do it for you. And they will reaffirm to you that you ain't shit. You don't have what you need to be having, quote unquote, at the age of 25, 21, just graduating high school at 18, because you see somebody who's 17 with $100,000 in a bank account, quote unquote, screenshot, driving a Ferrari, living in Miami, in a penthouse. They got chicks in their car, lapped up, making money, making TikTok and doing, hey, everybody doesn't have to do faceless automation and Amazon drop shipping. Okay? But if you let social media tell it, you are all wrong. Now, will you believe it? Okay, that's a different story. The endless negative thought loop that forms from going from app to app to app to app to app to stream to video, it sets you back. Because guess what? We've all been there. We watch video after video after video thinking that the next video is going to be my lottery ticket. All I got to do is just implement what he or she said in a podcast, what he or she said in a video, what he or she said on a stream, and my life has changed. What? What? You still have FOMO. You have a fear. Now, having a fear of roaches or spiders or crocodiles or goddamn alligators or some shit, whatever. But as a man, anybody in the world, right? Having a fear of things that were given to you is like me telling you my meaning for something and you taking it as law. No, 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 no. Because somebody asks you, hey, what's your thought on social media? And what you're going to do is regurgitate somebody else's knowledge and insight from the social media perspective. But you don't have a meaning of it. You just have somebody else's given definition that you view as law. No, that's not how the game of life works. You need to have three things strongly in your palate: experience, books, and energy. You study energy, you study books, mentors, right? And you get that experience under your belt. You're a force to be reckoned with. You can go anywhere and seriously do anything. Social media is a construct. Social media is only a construct to the endless ideas and possibilities, man. Because in hindsight, I'm my age and I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. It don't make no sense. The gratitude I have in my heart for the supporters over the years who've watched me on stream, who've watched me on YouTube and really dissect the things that I'm saying, asked me questions, held me accountable, helped me better my mind, better books, It's this. It's just be simple. It's this. What you see. It's this. It's this. Where you're at, I was. Where you're going, I left. Let that sink in for a minute. Where you're at, I was. And where you're going, I left. And vice versa. You was there. You were that. Ask me. I'm a vessel. Use me. Social media has propagated these people as emotionless, feelingless. Like, I love the meme of Russell Westbrook. The interviewer asked him, like, are you good? Like what's going, are you okay? Like, he actually cares. And Russell says, yeah, I don't like you. And he goes, well, what about Jake? What about the other reporter? He goes, I love Jake. I love him. I still have feelings. Just because I make millions of dollars doing the thing that I love and I admire and adore, and I have been since I was a kid, does not mean you treat me any different. Because you are still in a rat race. Don't be mad at me. Please don't. Be mad at them. The social media, the programmers, the builders, if you know what I mean. Be mad at them. Make videos and make a whole podcast about them. See where that takes you. And Russell goes, well, how do you think, well, the reporter says, how do you think, I think it was like the Utah Jazz, beat you guys tonight? What? Man, I'm out, man. Y'all niggas tripping. What type of question is that? Just for the media, just for the views. I be telling these folks, do not do clout. I need to get that on the shirt ASAP. Don't take my idea. But see, look, it ain't even mine. It's my, it was in my brain and I want to put on a shirt and, put on the back of something like, how they have like the I love New York shirts or I love Vegas shirts? Yeah. Don't do crap. Don't do clout. But, bruh, it's for the taking. It's out there for a reason. It's for the taking. So do not allow social media to psych you out, right? It's interesting. Psychology and psych, brain, mind, psych you out of your truth, your essence, your purpose, and your passion. This is your goal to score. Why are you looking for them to score for you? They don't have your legs. They don't have your mind. They don't have your skill set. Stop looking at them. Do what you would do anyway. Cameras are on or off. Do what you would do anyway. If you change your behavior when the cameras come on, then that's not you. You're playing a character. But if you're being who and what you are with the energy and your quirkiness and your weirdness that you possess offline, off stream, off camera, put that on camera. Hell yeah. And if you amp it up a little bit, of course. That's the point of social media. That's the point. I'm putting these pictures and videos and images and streams out for the world to be edutained, not entertained. That's a circus. That's the Truman Show. See? That's the Truman Show. But when you can put said thing out and it is utterly you, plus more love, plus more vocalness, plus more energy, plus more sound, right? Turn up the volume a little bit more. You get a little loud. Hey, look, y'all, I'm telling y'all, we the best thing since sliced bread, baby. Well, if we're in a setting with an intimate setting, with your friends, with your homeboys, you're not going to scream like that unless y'all playing, Madden, FIFA, NBA, unless y'all playing 2K and y'all playing for some money, you're playing some crab and shooting shit outside, nigga. You ain't gonna get that loud. Or you're at the casino, So, this dark psychology of social media, it makes or breaks most. But even the ones who make it become broken. That's because they hardwire their brain to the opposing side of social media rather than the authentic side. That's why AI will never, ever, 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 ever supersede the world. Ever. On Twitter, a couple days ago, I literally just seen a Chick-fil-A robot drive all the way from the Chick-fil-A. Thank you for the subscription. Okay. I seen a Chick-fil-A robot like Wall-E. It was a Wall-E type of thing. All the way from a Chick-fil-A store and came to the front of these people's house, delivered it to them like DoorDash. But nobody was driving. It was a little bitty car with the drinks in the holster, their meal in the bag. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Nothing will beat going to Chick-fil-A and hearing that, my pleasure. Nothing will beat that. Nothing will beat that. Yeah, they got all these AI automated websites to put images and voiceovers and put the clips and edit all the clips with the text and the emojis and add the Morgan Freeman voiceover in the background and put the Minecraft and the GTA and all that. Yeah, it's there. It's all there because it been there. It been there. It been there. Y'all just didn't look because y'all lazy. It been there, y'all. For ages, it been there. And in retrospect, some of y'all should talk to some Asians. Asians laugh at us at what we have technologically in the U.S. They laugh at us. They've been having that for 3 decades, 3, 4, 5 decades already. So hindsight's 2020, man. I'm grateful I have intuitively designed a path for myself and other versions of myself, right? All across the world to come together, consume, be entertained, and educated while motivating elevating and inspiring one another to higher heights. Because that's the game. Once you beat that, now it's all about you being persistent and consistent. Once you beat that mental blockage, time doesn't even exist. You are waiting for time to pick up. It's like time every single day, religiously at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. They call you. Time calls you. And all they hear is a ring until you feel like picking it up. Let me see. Hold on. What number is this? Yo. Oh, yo, time. Time? Damn. Your voice sounds different. What's up? Uh-huh. Oh, it's ready for me? Oh, it been how long? Hey, y'all. Time said they had $10 million waiting for me. Should I take it? I already got 1.5. I'm good, but should I take it? 10? Okay, I got. Okay, so he said 10 million. What's the contract though? I ain't selling nothing. Nothing is for sale besides Just Be Simple merch and my supporters. They can come with me, right? And y'all ain't going, okay, 10 million. Oh, okay, bet. All right, well, hey, fly me out. I got my manager, I got my producer, I got my stuff. Let me know the time, the date, boom, and lock me in. All right? All right, holla. Then time is waiting on you. You're not waiting on time. Because when you get older, the older folks get mad about how much time they wasted because they don't have none no more. They have a scarce amount of time. But when they had all the time in the world, they took it for granted. They misuse time instead of use it to their advantage. So now, whenever it's time for them to transcend into another realm and do this thing all over again, they look around and they say to themselves, if only, well, I had well, it was because I didn't. So now their heart, their mind, and their body is consumed and crippled by all the ideas that they didn't execute. Ain't that some depression shit? So to all my young folks out there, this is the time. This is the time. I made a video. This is not the time to be wasting time. Go watch that video. I made it a while ago. Yeah. It's now. We don't have five. What's your 5-year plan? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's great to make a blueprint and do all of those things, of course. But it's now to change your mind, to change your life. And your life, and one single life can change the world forever. Minds, like Kanye. This young man right here. Right here. You at home. Change your habits to change your life. And one life can change the world forever. Change the whole trajectory. The 𝗀𝘂𝗽s of the world, the Kendricks of the world. Look at Kendrick. Silent, smart, weirdo kid. Artistic, creative, weirdo kid. Gang affiliated, but not in the gang. He knew him. He knew the dudes in the hood. He knew the dudes on the block. But he wasn't, because they knew we got to protect him. We the crash out dummies. We got to protect Kendrick. 12, 13, 14, 15 years later. Going head to head with the debatably greatest artist of all time. Drake. Bodied him. Slammed him. But that was decades, years of dedication. Years of ideas put into place to execute. visuals, signs, sigils, using all of these tools to win, to change the world. So that's the video, the dark psychology of social media. I know y'all enjoyed this. Make sure y'all leave a like, send a comment, let me know what you thought. That's very important. We need to change the thinking around this joint too, okay? Let me know what you thought. Send this to a friend, to a mama, to an auntie, to a dog, and tell them that today is the day you change your habits to change your life so your life can change the world forever.